Greetings. Once I wrote, thank you for that. Good introduction you made. Bye bye. Once I wrote a little writing about the cause and the effect. I was based on the entire range of events occurring presently on Earth. I would like, if anyone is willing to listen to the end, to express this writing in a video. The cause and the effect. And it begins. I feel it is simple for one to realize that the effect of war is the cause of war. But before it expands into global proportions, it has to expand into human proportions. This means that before all human beings are at war, it must be that a human being is at war. Why should a human being be at war? But first, just what is a human being? How did he get here? Biologically speaking, and from a physiological point of view, a human being is the result of all life on this planet before him. And he is here because of every other human being in his own life. Knowing this, then why is he at war with himself and others like him? Because before there is war, conflict, there has to be confusion between conflicting ideas. We as human beings are known to have many ideas. This is not new. Man holds on to ideas of conflict and acts from this paradoxical state of mind. He wants peace, yet by his own will he thinks of imperfection and disease. He wants to live healthy without applying healthy eating, drinking, and sleeping throughout his lifespan. So apparently the individual human being is capable to recognize health and peace by the means of another, rarely from his own investigation into the matter of conflict and illness. He wants others to tell him. He wants the gold ready, shaped and polished for him to wear. He always finds flaws and forgets to be grateful for what already is in his own life. He wants more and he wants it fast. During the process of receiving, we express ungrateful behavior in all forms, and the goal is understood as the end, where everything wished for is accomplished, forgetting that the ends don't go without beginnings. During this process, we also blame when things don't go according to the plan, forgetting that the plan is already accomplished. And all we have to do is to manifest accomplishment in every step of the plan. We forget to apply the vision of the plan in every degree the plan goes through. In the end, we might end up with something far more than intellectual understanding of what we are doing here. As I was writing this, I got a little confused, and once I get confused, I ask this question: so what's up? The reply is as it goes. Not much, as seen from the vision of two eyes. You cannot see it, but actually you are moving blood everywhere in the body because of our pumping heart. So you know what's up. You know that you are moving whilst even standing still, because your respiratory system will never stop unless it does. See what's up? Not just that, even when you are sleeping, our brains maintain an activity of the living, repairing muscle put into effort throughout all the day. but there is so much more that's up right now. Here I begin to make the connections. Our sensory perceptions are receiving and decoding information from everything that we see and listen to, which we call our surroundings. How about that? And our environment, the people we encounter every day, the meals we make, the us of today, because without this, we wouldn't be here. So this is up. Our atoms and the electrons spinning vibrate to our feelings, meaning that all that is apparent for us to see depends on our feelings. Since we are made of atoms and electrons which vibrate at a visible spectrum, we will always be responding to the same vibrations, and in the presence of other rates of vibration, our whole structure will vibrate at that rate, depending at large on the level of perception and excitement. A lot is up, as you can see, friend. That's how I continue writing once I start making the connections. This wouldn't be without you. You have never been separated from the fact that this writing is because of me and you living together on this planet. So, is it at all possible to see the fact that we are already intelligent? The universe is intelligent. Let's start from that. You might think that it's not, and you might be right. But let's look at the nearest star, our sun. The light of our sun is the means for the planets to make food and release oxygen substance. Very important to our living. This is very plain. So sun shines on plants, who later give us oxygen, but also they are food for us. And the universe is full of galaxies who are full of stars. Some of these stars have planets spinning around, planets like ours, full of living beings. So if we come from the same supernova of an elder sun material, then we are space material, reorganized in the structure we know today as a human being, us. But not just that. Before labeling people either as smart or dumb, know that the earth will, with all its living qualities and living beings, all species and all humans, are supernova effects. We tend to forget that. We find that we have to compare. Oh, I'm smarter than you. We think that we differ from the rest. We either think that we are better or think that we are not good enough. And all this thinking does for us is that it keeps us in an isolated being form. The lack of desire to inquire into the origin of our beings with all its emotions and activities leaves us with vague perception of our true nature as human beings living on this earth, of our experience as humans, of all the range of emotions found in humans, of all human activities as a society. This lack of desire is manifested as a lack of desire to inquire into our everyday living. And I don't blame school. I don't blame society. For if society wouldn't have been the society that it is, I wouldn't be writing about all this. I wouldn't be here inquiring into this whole mess that is going on. Because for a mess to be apparent to our sensory perceptions, it has to come through the inside. And by realizing that, you may live a totally different quality of life, because you see your environment as you, and you don't separate yourself from the environment whatsoever, because you see that your actions make the environment. You see that when you engage in a conversation, the conversation would not be going at all if it weren't for the engagement at all. So you are engaged in every step of life as it moves on this planet. Isn't that great? Isn't that fascinating? To know that we all have this energy imprint. Now, knowing this, how is one to act? Will he be the same rude prick? Or will he take care of what's left of mankind? And I would like to quote a famous saying from a famous philosopher and religious philosopher: I am the rest of mankind. Thank you whoever watched this video until the end. Peace out. Peace in. Peace through all.